Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
In your face.
Look at me. Go. Bravo.
31's the mic.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
31's the mic. I'm scared. 31's the mic.
Hey, Zoo. 6'6", bullet high.
Coming. 31's the mic.
Go.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
5.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Number 4. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Saints.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. Slam.
Chopper. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Sam off.
Kill.
Yo, go.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a run with Mack. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Runs the mic. Watch it. Hey, let's go.
On third down, Cousins. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gun.
Oh, yeah.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Echo.
52. Kill.
Cousins. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Throwing is Cousins. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw it is Cousins. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now Cousins hands to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. And let's pin the
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 21-yard line.
Mike 1. Mike 1.
Lynn 50. Lynn 50. X3. 218. Chop it.
Check the backer.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken short.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Switch.
Rock it. 5.
Tighten up.
Go.
Motion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Don't be scared of it. 31's the mark.
Yeah. Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Hey, team 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin White, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd and short.
Get in the weight room. Chop 31.
Hey, 382, last 50.
Kill. Turn it up.
You draw quarters.
Cousins. Complete. He finds Bray. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Corey Coleman back deep to return. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Look, squeeze.
Crunch.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Running with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey. I got it. Mike's 56.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. Man up, deep.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This to Jarwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route.
Defense, let's go.
Go.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Watch twitch. Watch the
6-6. Pull it high. Now go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Showing up.
Topper. 5.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara.
Let's go.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
60 outlaw.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Switch.
Greystone travel.
The Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Yo, cheetah.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Pilot, 64. This.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught. It's Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins with a give to Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
180.
One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
31's the mic.
Hey, Delta. 30, look at me. Zipper. Hey, lock it.
Kill. Watch the eye. Check.
Hit it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check three. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, wahoo. Go.
Switch. Hatchet.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Recon, 152 fighter. Yo, go.
He's coming in motion. Hey.
Check, let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Mike.
Blue draw Porker.
What you got, baby?
Hey, Foxtrot.
Give me some. Here we go. Shit.
You're out.
Undercrush.
Yep.
Motion.
Big grip.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hot. 180.
58 to Mike. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hot. 180. First.
65.
Gun.
65.
Bravo.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Set, ready? 61. Matchbox lights.
Tight end right.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, we got four.
Leo.
Hey, check 24.
Get it.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Gun. Hey, echo.
Got three down. Here we go. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Rip right. Check 13.
Good route here.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, high 7.
Cousins would throw it. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. As his guys are back within a single score. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
60-yard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, team 6. Go.
31's the mic. In the face. 31.
Hey, orbit.
Check. 31's the mic. 3 buzz.
They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On first down, Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
58.
At the 22-yard line.
49, check 49, check 49.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Alpha. So match number one. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Yellow.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, exit.
31's the mic. Let's go. 31's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Snap.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards the pickup there. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Go. Fair.
He's checking. Crash.
Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First down. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the screen. Hey, whoa.
Now Cousins. That'll be caught by Cup. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. 17 yards on the play and a BigQadeer first down. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And now it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check. Mike one.
Bravo. So Mike's number one. You ain't going nowhere.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This is White on the screen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's BigQadeer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch one.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike one.
A first down throw for Cousins. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Mike 7. Wild Bill. 7's a Mike.
Here we go.
Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Cousins again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Steamer.
First and 10
Gun.
at the 25-yard line.
Hey, Echo.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He completes it to Evans. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Jahan, what I need?
Let's go, let's go.
Wait, Jahan,
They'll run on first down. Mack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami, and it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
let's go now. 60 outlaw.
56.
Hey, check. Let's go.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
60 Pittsburgh.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for New Orleans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Son, Pittsburgh,
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take wins.
Jackson on first down, forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. T.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Buying time to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Steps away to his left. This one complete to Ingram. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
50 seconds to Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Get it.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Hey, high 7.
57.
Throwing again on second down. Rudolph. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
57's the Mike.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Ready? 90.
Shot field.
Hey, Ward. Hey.
57. Here we go.
On first down, it's Rudolph. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports.
Down. 60 or. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Push him back. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Look at me. Score. Score. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. Complete. It's Johnson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Samuels. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Check 50. Check 50. You draw Porter.
At the Ravens 3-yard line.
Check it out, read. Check, check. First down. Ready, ready.
On 2nd down now, Samuels. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From just shy of midfield, Jackson.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down.
18.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
General West. Hey, Sam R. Hey, Alpha. 52. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Johnson, the intended target. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run. They're running.
Rock it. Get it.
Rudolph. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Snead's got it.
Jackson's pass. Complete to Willie Steve. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Hey, lock it. Hey, Delta. Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Go.
57, Mike 57. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rudolph looking to throw it. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Thomas. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Johnson was the intended receiver. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Looking looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Jackson looking to throw on third. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, Jackson flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
X3, 218, chop it. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Ready?
Now Rudolph. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Ingram again. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
so they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
They find some open field here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Check Mike 57. Yep. 57.
Rudolph on first down. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Check.
Hey, Charlie. Go on. Rush in. Check 43. Let's go.
Second and 10, Rudolph again. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ingram. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Back at his own 8-yard line.
The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now it's Jackson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw again is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Jackson now. Caught right side. It's Snead. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Justin Tucker on for the field.
Tucker's kick is good, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be